So today we're going to be converting our millimeters to meters and our meters back to millimeters. But just like we do for all of our unit conversion videos on this channel, we have to first start with our basic unit conversions for these exercises. And to do that, we need to answer one simple question. How many millimeters are going to be in a single meter? So we know that 1 meter is going to equal 1,000 millimeters. MM short for millimeters. This is going to be the basic unit conversion for the exercises that we're going to be doing today. Now, an easy way to remember this basic unit conversion is going to be very similar to what we did in our previous video on converting centimeters to meters. Remember, the centi in centimeters means 100ths. 100ths, so 1 meter was 100 centimeters. Same thing for this. Milli in millimeters means 1,000ths. So 1 meter is going to equal 1,000 millimeters. The conversion rate is in the name. With this basic unit conversion, we can now convert our millimeters to meters and our meters back to millimeters. So let's start with this example. Let's say we have 6,000 millimeters. And we want to know how many meters do we have? We have 6,000 millimeters, and we want to know how many meters does that give us? Well, we know that each meter is going to be 1,000 millimeters, and we have 6,000 millimeters. So we want to know how many groups of 1,000 do we make out of this 6,000? Now, you may be able to look at that and answer it, but what you would do is take your 6,000, divide it by the 1,000 here, and that's how you have 6 groups of 1,000. So you should have 6 meters when you have 6,000 millimeters. All you're doing is taking your total number of millimeters and dividing it by the 1,000 from your basic unit conversion. That gives us, in this case, 6 meters. Let's say we have a little bit more millimeters. Let's say instead of 6,000, we have 45,000. Let's write that 5 a little bit different. 45,000 millimeters. We want to know how many meters do we have in this case. Well, we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to take our 45,000 and divide it by 1,000. We want to know how many groups of 1,000 make up this 45,000. So we're going to do some division. 45,000 divided by 1,000. And when you do that, you're going to see we get 45. Therefore, whenever we have 45,000 millimeters, we're going to have 45 meters. But when we're converting from millimeters to meters, notice we also have a shortcut that we can use. Going from 6,000 to 6 and from 45,000 to 45, we're dropping exactly 3 zeros. So let's say we have 6,000, 6,000, and imagine there was a decimal point there. So we have 6,000 with a decimal point. We're going to 6. So how do we do that? Well, in order to do that, we have to move over to the left, our decimal to the left, 3 spaces. We're going to move over 3 spaces. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and our new decimal place is going to be right after the 6. You can still put the zeros if you want, but it's going to be right after the 6. The same thing works for this. So if you have 45,000 and it was a decimal there, whether it's there or not, you can add it. It doesn't matter. Put your decimal right after your number. Move it over 3 spots. Now you have 45, which is exactly what we have here. So instead of having to do the whole division here, you can use a shortcut and move your decimal over 3 decimal places. But now that we've covered how to go from millimeters to meters, let's go back from meters to millimeters. So now we're going from meters to millimeters, and we're going to still use our basic unit conversion to do so. So let's say we have 13 meters. And we want to know how many millimeters do we have when we have this amount. Well, we know each meter is going to be 1,000 millimeters. We have 13 of these meters. There's 13 here. So what are you thinking you need to do in this case? Well, if you have 13 of these 1 meter conversions, you're going to want to multiply your 13 times this 1,000. You have 13 of these meters, and each one is 1,000. So that means that you're going to get a final value of 13,000. So when you have 13 meters, you're going to actually have 13 1,000 millimeters. Each meter is 1,000 millimeters, so you have 13 of them, giving you 13,000 millimeters. Let's say we have a little bit more. We have more than 13. In this case, we have 73 meters. How many millimeters do we have now? Well, we're going to do the same exact thing. Take your 73, you're going to multiply by that same 1,000. And when you do so, you're going to get 73,000. Therefore, when you have 73 meters, you're going to have 73,000 millimeters. And just like the previous section, you also have a shortcut that you can use. Notice your zeros and the lack thereof. If you're starting with 13, and let's write that again. You're starting with 13, and even if you didn't have the decimal there, you can put it there right afterwards. You're ending with 13,000. That means you have to move it over to the right 3 spaces now. And you're going to be adding zeros as you do it. Now you have 13,000. Same thing here. You're starting with 73. Whether you have your decimal or not, you can put it there. Move it over 3 spaces. Put zeros in. And now you have 73,000. So if you don't want to do the math, multiplying by 1,000, you can simply move over your decimal places to the right 3 spots. But if you need to show your work, multiply. Now, how do you remember when to multiply and when to divide? Well, you can actually use your basic unit conversion to remind you of that. Notice the number associated with each unit. You have a 1 here and you have 1,000 here. When you're converting from meters to millimeters, notice that the number is much larger when you're converting that way. You're going from 1 to 1,000. Well, in order to grow from 1 to a bigger number, I would think multiplication over division. Multiplying gives you that growth feel. So if you need to convert from meters to millimeters, think multiplication. If you're going from millimeters to meters, notice you're going to a smaller number. I don't think multiplication when I think getting smaller. I think division. So when I'm going from millimeters to meters, I want to divide. Meters to millimeters, you're going to want to multiply. Millimeters to meters, you're going to want to divide. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something today. And if you did, be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button. See you again next week.